Everybody loved this vlog. This vlog is week 103. 103 weeks of talking to a camera about magic and the business of owning magic. Stop. I got a Tyler, I'm Adam, I got a John, I got a Peter, I got an Alex, I got a Bree, I got a boy, I got a dog. It's a whole bunch of shit. Every time you come here, it's 103 weeks. I talk about some stuff. It's a store. You can come here. It's in Hingham, or you can go to the internet. You go to pandorasdeckbox.com. You can use the code EATSHIP&DIE to save 5% on your first order, or use the QR code on your screen. This is what happened last week. This is going to be a short one. I didn't take a lot of notes. Magic news. Start there. Banned and restricted was on Monday. Standard is all broken. Everybody loves the standard is fucked up now because Badger Mold Cub is gone. Storm Chaser's Talent is banned. Grand is banned. It's all different now. Are people gonna have a new meta soon? You're gonna rebuy all your decks. The Badger Mold went from like what, $70 to $20 in a day. Good for commanders. People want to use it in commander. Legacy and Vintage also had a shift up with a Fantastic Car being banned. I don't know if that matters as much, but standard is all different now. All right, we got another email from Wizards WPN. The Hobbit play boosters are being delayed even further. WotC still hasn't shipped the product to some distributors. Last time they said it would be here for release weekend. Now they're saying sometime in early September, maybe. Get your shit together. This is insane that the product that is late is the product you need to play your game. This is not fun. This is a stupid thing. You can delay collector boxes. You wouldn't make as much money, but people could play the game. The play boxes are not here, and they're recommending that if a store can't give pricing because they don't have play boxes, the right IOUs to everybody. It's insane. We got enough. 3 of our major distributors came in with product. One of them is still delayed. It's really dumb. I don't know what to tell you. It's insane. But you know it's not insane? Playing $150 for a Miku deck. Miku. It's that singer person that's digital, not real, but they are, all over the internet, and they have green hair, I think. Greenish, bluish hair. What color is Miku's hair? Is it blue?
I'm colorblind.
He's colorblind. No, am I asking? They have hair, and they sing, and they're digital, and they now have a Magic Commander deck. You could have bought it on Monday. It was up for 24 hours. It's print to demand. The first who knows how many were printed ahead of time, and those have already shipped. For most people, they were, again, $150. We're selling for $250 on eBay immediately, of course. But they also had merch. They had Miku merch for $100. It was 3 things. It was sleeves and playmats and deck box and whatever. That was $100. It was selling for $600 on eBay. So people love Miku. The people didn't worry too much about the decks because they're going to get it later. But later is way later, like next May, I think. It's going to be like 7 months for you to get your Miku decks. So it's fine. It's a good idea. But also, why do they have a limit of 1 per order? If it's print to demand, why didn't you just let people buy 50,000 Miku decks? And whatever. The print to demand. The demand could have been huge. You could have printed 1 million. Anyway, with the Miku deck coming out, they messed up again, or it's just their marketing strategy to leak a new deck called Odds and Ends. Somebody got it instead of a Miku deck. I don't know. It's probably going to show up on eBay and sell for $10,000 like the Miku deck did, but I don't know anything about the Odds and End decks other than I saw a picture of it. Somebody got it instead of the Miku deck. Pokemon news. It's very short this week. There's another RGB Mew. I think it was red that was found, and I think green was first. I don't know, one of those is true. It's a weird looking card. Maybe I put it in here. Maybe it's late and I didn't edit the photo in. Either way, go look it up. There's an RGB Mew. Theoretically, only 3 of them exist, and it's pseudo-serialized because there's only a red, a green, and a blue. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if there's more, if it's just hyper rare. I haven't looked it up. I don't care. It's something about 30th that makes 30th even crazier than it already was. People have been open 30th now for weeks because it's been falling off of a truck. Are you excited? We got our first allocation of ETBs from our smallest distributor, 7 boxes. So that's pretty good. I think maybe we'll have a lot of 30th. That's the fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get a bunch. What else is going on with Pokemon? There's a Destined Rivals reprint happening. Everybody's talking about it like it's the end times or it's who cares times. We had to buy it from distribution for way more than distribution pricing. Market for an ETB was like 160, came down to 120, 113. Booster boxes were up to 600. Now they're like 4 or maybe even less than 400. We had to pay in the threes when the boxes should be $90 from distribution. So yeah, I don't know. It's a reprint, but doesn't matter because the vendors that are getting it have to pay a bunch of money. Lorcana news, there is a new Commander format coming out. It's called Codename Coconut. It's not a joke. It's like 60 card, I think, singleton format, except for your Coconut Leader card and their like 4 signature spells or something. I think that's Riftbound. I don't care. I don't know how to play Lorcana, but there's a new format coming out and they're trying to make a new Commander. I think it could be good if it works because the Lorcana bulk is worth nothing. So if you can somehow spice it up and have a singleton format where you need 60 different cards, you could maybe have a reasonable resale market on lower value, non-enchanted Lorcana cards because everything else is worth like a penny. If it's not enchanted or iconic, it's not worth shit. But maybe this helps. I'm kind of pro Commander format for Lorcana, anti-Lorcana collector boxes, which I talked about a week or two ago. Collector boxes could kill the game, but Commander format could save it. Shop news. The Hobbit was a smashing success. Pre-releases were great, almost full every time, or full. I think the Two-Headed Giant was the only thing that wasn't full. It was awesome. We sold a shit ton of products. We had Patreons. They're all happy. We had a mountain of boxes. We got all that out on Monday this week. We would have loved to have it out last Wednesday, but as we said, everything was delayed. We got it out eventually. All right, all the Patreons are happy. They're getting their boxes now and they're pulling crazy shit. Nobody pulled a gold smog yet, but everybody here also happy. We didn't sell boxes. We don't have enough boxes right now with the delays to sell boxes, but I didn't want to sell boxes at $900 or $800, whatever market is. So instead we sell packs, and to our players, people we know that come here and play, we sold them at MSRP, which was $38 a pack. And for everybody else, it was $58, and some people bought that because they weren't players, but $58 is still cheap because market is like $90 for a single collector pack, which is crazy. I'm still a big believer that The Hobbit is going to go down on Friday of this week. It's not going to be $800 anymore. It was short printed. There's not a lot of it. We got our allocations cut in half, but the set is small. It is not Lord of the Rings Special Edition. It's not Lord of the Rings Green Box Edition. It's just okay. It's still going to do great. I think it's going to bottom out at like $600, but the people that bought it at $900 are idiots unless they're holding it for 10 years, because it will be a $1,000 box eventually. But The Hobbit, it was a fun pre-release. It was a small pre-release, so there was only like 2 archetypes that were good. There was dwarves and goblins, and everything else was kind of meh. Dwarves is awesome. I played dwarves, is sick. I love red, white dwarves. Boros dwarves is sick. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. What am I talking about? Oh, I want to talk about some bullshit with WotC. They already suck at the play boxes. We know that. For Reality Fracture pre-release, we were guaranteed 8 cases. So it was like, great. We'll place an order for 9. Minimum allocation is going to be 8 cases of pre-releases. We can host more events. We can do, I think we don't have take-home pre-releases anymore. I think The Hobbit was the last one you can do for take-home pre-release, where you register people and they take it home and you play online. We never did that anyway. We did it like a couple times, but anyway, Reality Fracture. We were pumped. We had big numbers for pre-releases. Then they sent an email and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we told you the wrong number. You have 1 less case than that." So now we're like, are we capped at the number of pre-release cases we're going to get because of the size of our store? At 16 people per event, do we need to host more events? Do we need to be open more days, more hours? Or they just didn't make enough pre-release kits, and they're going to be delayed. Like, WotC is just a shit show. All right, business news. Beckett has stopped taking submissions for grading cards as of August 5th. I think just for the bulk stuff. I think you can still do the premium shit. Similar to Tag and PSA. Where can you grade cards now? CGC, is that the only place left that's bulk rates? PCG, Rudy's special place that I don't really like the look of the labels and it obviously isn't going to have any resale value because it's not a stupid red label that's from PSA. Grading, just don't grade cards anymore. It's stupid. The last Hobbit shipment from distribution, we're still waiting on it. It says in shipping. It was supposed to go out Monday to be here by Friday. It's now Wednesday and it's still in shipping. Clearly not going to come here this week. Maybe next week we'll get it. It has a bunch of other shit that's tied to that shipment too, like a bunch of Pokemon reprints that I'm like, I would love to have this shipment go out the door. Frustrating. Wizards, come on, man. There he is, that opportunity we talked about. The basement across the street, office storage. It's getting hairy. I don't know. We talked to the landlord. I called her up. I was like, hey, this is our thing. We would love to maybe do the whole building. maybe if not the whole building, absolutely do the basement. I think our interest made her think, oh, we can charge double. We heard that it was being rented for $1,000. She sold our neighbor Wallace $2,000. Anthony says $1,500. I haven't heard from her a number yet, but I'm scared. For $2,000 a month, this is not going to happen. That's too much for a little dank basement that needs a lot of dehumidification. It's not like this basement. It's a gross basement, but it would be a nice place. It comes with heavy duty racking. We could put all our big cases of stuff over there. I don't know if it's going to happen. And then we could expand this one. That's the whole like big plan, at least for another year or so. But if it doesn't happen, it's whatever. We'll figure it out. If she wants that much money, it's too much money. Alex is looking at other options to relocate, the entirety of storage and play space. Because if we're spending $2,000 plus $900, that's $3,000. You could probably find a pretty good space for $3,000 a month. It's not. There's a couple good options out there, but they weren't good locations, or they were not big enough, or what. We're figuring it out. We're not counting any chickens before they hatch, but we're also like kind of excited for this stupid basement if it happens. That's it. That's all I got. This one, not as short as I thought it would be, but thanks for watching this. If you are doing that, I don't know why. Stop watching this. Stop Patreoning. I'm gonna roll a tungsten D20. It's made out of tungsten, so it's heavy as shit, and it tells you the future if you're into that sort of thing. I hope you guys have a 19-week. That's a big number, and it's in focus now. You can see it's 19. Bye.